What's up, everybody? Well, I got another FIREBAT mini PC gameplay video for you guys today. And today, we're doing Starship Troopers Terran Command. And it didn't seem to run the greatest on the handhelds at least on high. 900p seemed to be the sweet spot. And 720p on everything seems to, at least when you turn it down to low settings, seems to do horrible. And get at least on Windows was getting like 30 FPS, and the Lenovo got like 41 FPS. And then both got like more like 50 something FPS on 900p medium. I don't know about you guys, but I'd pick the higher graphics setting with the higher frames any day. So probably same thing will happen here, but we shall see. We're just gonna do a carbon copy of what we did there. So let's waste no more time and let's get started. Well, this hasn't actually happened in quite a while, so this game does not want to play nice with OBS. No matter what, even if I go out of full screen mode and play in a tiny little window, it still doesn't see it. So it is what it is. We'll just do this the old-fashioned way we used to do videos on this thing. Since it's not the most powerful thing anyway, it's kind of nice to not have anything in the background taking up any performance. It doesn't have a lot of performance to spare in most of these games anyway. But we're going to play at first 1080p like we did on the Allies, high. Now I'm warning you, it did not go good on those. It probably will not go good here, especially because this game seems to be a humongous VRAM hog. But why don't we hop in and let's see what it's going to do. Alright, here we go. Let's see, we got to get to this ring. Yeah, no, this is doing way, way worse than the Allies and stuff. We're only getting like 20 FPS. Those other ones were hanging mostly around 30. Even the Lenovo's and Steam Decks and stuff got better FPS than the Steam Decks were never getting these kind of high settings. It was getting like about 23 FPS too, so this is about matching the Steam Deck. But the Steam Deck only ever did good settings. I never tried high, so it's still not apples to apples. But yeah, this is not what I would call playable. Now some people might be able to play this just fine, but not me. But at least it's not a twitchy first-person shooter, but just moving around like this, I mean, I would do it, but it's uncomfortable as fuck. Normally I would move around with the arrow keys because it's so much smoother and quicker, but I cannot contort myself to doing that. I'm just sitting on the floor cross-legged, and that already sucks. I should get myself like a little beanbag or something to do this with. That way I don't fuck my back up. You only got one back after all. But I've been pretty lucky. I don't have too many aches and pains. At least not yet. But besides sitting uncomfortably, I have a pretty cushy life now, so hopefully I can keep those to a minimum. Look at those globs of plasma. They're all like, boom, and stuff. Don't mind me, I'm quite high. Alright, let's go nuke that shit. Oh. Alright, so that's the wrong people at first there. Come on, rocket guys. Alright, we'll do what we did before. Let's just kill these guys real quick. And then this is doing pretty bad, so. Now, I'd say let's just put it down to 900p medium and hopefully that'll go, at least, and give us playable FPS. But maybe not. We might not be getting playable FPS on this thing due to VRAM. We shall see. So now we're going to go drop it down to 900p and medium settings, or good as they call them in this game. And hopefully we'll get some playable FPS now. High was absolutely not doing it, but I already knew it wasn't going to work well since it didn't work well on the Allies or anything like that, or the Lenovo. And all of those are still quite a little bit more quicker than this thing. There are some circumstances where this thing's higher wattage, and when games don't need lots of VRAM, which usually never happens, but there's been a couple of circumstances where it pulled ahead. But now, I'd say it's time to go back to the game. Alright, let's use some more realistic settings here. Alright, cool, we're at least 40. Yeah, I think this will probably be the way to go on this system too. But we'll see what happens. Yeah, it doesn't really run quite as well on weaker systems as I would like. It doesn't really seem to be the most graphically intensive one of these games either. I mean, let's be honest, most of these games aren't super graphically intensive. With all the units and stuff, they kind of can't be. Where they'd all run at like 10 FPS even on the most powerful systems. I still remember StarCraft days and StarCraft 2 days. Hell, StarCraft 2 will still draw like badasses. If you go into a custom game and get lots of units on screen, I've seen like even my friends' pretty high-end system drop down into the 30s and 40s. And I'm like, Jesus, How the heck is that possible? It's just the way it is.
Awaiting orders. Yes, sir. Roger that. Fire! Let's go. Roger that. Let's go. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Roger that. Yes, sir. If we ain't dying, we ain't trying. Affirmative. Roger that. Affirmative. This way. Roger that. Let's go.
A well-ordered
And
battle
alright,
line has been
now
formed.
let's move on. So now we're gonna drop it down to 720p and simple, which so far in everything I've tested on seems to do worse than just leaving it on 900p and medium. So I don't know what it does, but obviously things don't tend to like it. Maybe this will be the one thing that's different. Either way, let's go hop into the game. Let's see what it can do. Alright, here we go. 720p low. And no, this one did not drop down to like super low FPS, like 30. So maybe it's something as simple as when you do that, it starts, the GPU and CPU on the allies and stuff starts fighting each other over wattage. Who knows? Because I definitely noticed like my CPU will drop down like 1.4 gigahertz sometimes, and my GPU will be at 2.4, 2.5, 2.3 on the allies. Whereas on this one, it seems like a lot of the time the CPU and GPU can just both be at max speed. Yeah, we definitely did. They're gonna fuck us up. We gotta get out of here. Still though, I don't think that it's doing as good as it did in just medium settings, or it's basically equal to. So I still think it's more beneficial just running it, not herpy medium on this thing too. It was getting more than good enough FPS as far as I'm concerned. For what this thing is. Obviously I'd like 60 plus on everything all the time, but I'm just realistic, it's just not gonna happen on everything.
Reports have come in of severe arachnid counterattacks all across the planet.
Well, that's not good. They're winning. We can't let them win.
As the fleet is getting hammered by more plasma bugs, casualty predictions already mount in the tens of thousands. It appears
And they just left us behind. They're like, hey, fuck you guys. It's not very cool. We're all gonna die.
News on the situation.
And so far, every new system I gotta play the tutorial mission on, so I figured, hey, might as well. It seems to be a little bit more intense than most of the other stuff I've done so far as FPS goes. But let's continue this one. I think I'm screwed. It's probably pointless to continue on, but it is what it is.
Be advised, another major bug attack is coming in from the east.
And I'm curious,
Engineers, set up HMG.
because that's alright FPS. How low does it go if we drop it back down to, or back up to? Give it a second. Yeah, that does drop it quite a bit. So yeah, I guess in this case, it really is better to just do this. Okay then. Proved me wrong. Because yeah, we're getting like 70, 60. I feel like a lot of people with one of these would rather just have it look like this. This does not look that much different. There's more jaggies, but I've seen jaggies on all of these games all the time. That's just the way these are. Now see, my problem is, last game, like an idiot, I didn't listen to what they wanted, so I just went here and was like, oh, I'm just going to make a bunch of rifle troops, yay! And then, yeah, got owned in the face. Because they can't go in and do the mine. And look at all the different places I gotta still go. Man.
We've got a unit under attack.
Oh, no shit. Alright, is there just a way to restart? Yes. For the love of God, yes. I fucked this up way too hardcore. We gotta try this again, and this time I'm just gonna like
Colossians
be
take
slow
great
as hell
pride
and
in their
listen to
flag
every
fighting
conceivable
industry.
thing.
Through sweat of
This is
brow,
not one of those games where I can
valiant
skim
colors
through and
dig
get
up
by,
the
it seems.
precious
Gotta
minerals the
listen.
Federation needs.
Okay.
It's an ore effort for the war effort. And
Got
they're
it.
not going to let a few bugs scare them off.
As they shouldn't.
The mobile infantry has begun escorting workers, many of them patriotic volunteers, back into the mines so they can keep excavating the future of humanity.
Alright. We'll just keep it on medium difficulty and everything. That's what I've been doing everything else on. I'm stubborn. I don't like to turn down difficulty or look stuff up if I don't have to.
Welcome to Mineville, Lieutenant.
Okay.
Bugs made a mess of the Ball's attempts to defend this base. We're here to do a better job of it. The Flyboys report some serious bug activity out to the east.
Yep, I remember listening to that
Our
part.
mission is to get these miners back into their holes. Not to go play
And this time I'm not just going to buy anything. Not unless it tells me to. If it doesn't tell me to buy something, I'm not doing shit. Because that's how I got into trouble last time.
Keep those bugs outside the walls, Lieutenant.
No. I'm going to invite them in for tea. And crumpets.
Awaiting orders. Look alive, troopers.
If I remember correctly, the first thing tries to come through here. But we shall see. Do not lose the base.
I smell trouble. Get this base ready for what's coming.
Okay. I don't really know what they want me to do, so I'm just gonna not buy anything and hope that I can just shoot them to death. Because I know if I buy turrets or something, it's gonna go, oh, by the way, you wasted the thing you need for those guys to go into those mines and you still can't complete the actual thing. Okay, so we need to just send these guys over here then. Get up here.
Roger that.
Alright, no, they look like they actually do need a little help.
Kill him. Let's go.
Oh, maybe not. Still. As soon as I get up on top of the wall, I can fire from anywhere. I just can't obviously fire outside the wall from inside. That would not make a lot of physical sense. Okay.
That area has been declared secure.
Secure my ass.
We're sending the first group of miners into Shaft 1.
Secure my ass.
Yeah, see, I remembered. I paid attention to some of it.
Command believes the risk is acceptable. Mining operations have been delayed long enough.
You just sent those people into their death. You dumb broad. And whatever. I don't even know if it's her decision. It could have been her superior's decision.
There's been an incident.
Really? You don't say.
Oh, was it bugs?
No.
Bugs I said that were definitely down there.
The bugs that I definitely said were down there.
That's why you're there.
This way.
Clear the site of bugs. Try to minimize disruption to the mining operation.
You guys leave my door alone.
And protect the miners.
Of course, that too.
Kill him.
Alright, we need to get the other people there. I was hoping we could just be badasses and have the one guys do it, but...
Squad moving out.
Or maybe they can handle it. Now, they almost got my gate blown up, man.
Come on, you idiots.
I did better at this last time. That gate didn't get that destroyed last time. Oh well. Interesting. You really have to go there? I figured they could go through there. I guess they really do have to go all the way around. I hope those one guys can hold them off until then. Oh yeah, gates can be open. That's probably why. I should have just opened that gate. Or the other gate. Why didn't I just open the one gate? I think because that was broken, because it was so damaged, but I think you can still open it just fine. I don't think the game takes that shit into account. It's not that crazy. Oh well. We've already started going this way, so that's what we're going to keep doing, damn it.
Our war support has increased, sir.
All right. That mining shaft is operational again. There's 3 others around here that Command wants up and running. ASAP.
Squad, ready for orders. Squad, moving out.
Sir, intel reports a new bug threat in our sector. Alert. Bug attack inbound.
Be advised, another major bug attack is coming in from the east.
Engineers, set up HMG turrets. Pronto.
I don't even know if I have any of those. No, we can just make rifle troopers. So, as far as I can tell, can't make that.
This way.
Alright.
Our turrets are under attack.
We ain't dying. We ain't trying. Fire! Sir, kill him!
And down it goes.
Sharp troopers. Let's go. Roger that.
Alright, well I pretty much need my rifle people, so hopefully everything's all good. Because I think I was just being stupid. I captured the thing and thought, oh, it's telling me I can't capture it. Well, no shit, you already captured it, you dum-dum.
With me. Move out.
Okay, yeah, let's go to 1.
On the move. Move out.
Move out.
Yes, sir.
Ready, roll out. And yeah, I couldn't make turrets though, that's the problem. Wished I could.
We've got a unit under attack.
Huh?
Awaiting orders. Affirmative. Do it.
I forgot. Gotta tell them to attack or they'll just sit there and let them keep killed.
Fight or die, soldier.
Yeah, we got hosed. We just lost. Oh well, we'll just have to keep retrying this one over and over and over again, because I don't see what they want me to do. I can't make turrets, because I don't have the people. It wouldn't let me make the people. And now we can't make anything. Now we're just dead. Eh. Oh, okay.
Construction complete.
There you go. I forgot the other part. Just like in StarCraft, if you don't do that, you cannot make your engineers. Just kind of thought about that. I was like, hey, wait a minute. There's certain people you can't make without making buildings in StarCraft, so I bet you this one's the same way, and yes. So now, we'll put one there.
Construction complete. Insufficient war support to fulfill this request, sir.
What? Alright, well at least we've got that. And we'll just leave you there, and you guys are the turret on the other side.
We don't have enough supply capacity, sir. We don't have enough supply capacity. Sir.
Squad, ready for
Affirmative.
Alright. Now that we figured that out, I mean, I almost can guarantee they'll try to attack again, but I'm going to try to go out and be proactive again. We've got at least a couple guns here. We just have to watch and not just have them start going there. I'm going to freaking just do it myself. Just click little by little, you know? It's just like any other game. You say, hey, run that way. You send a drone to go explore, it's not going to attack. It's just going to run right past and die, just like these guys did.
Affirmative.
And by the time I noticed, I think half my people were already dead. But this time, things will be different. Probably not, honestly, but we'll see.
Now we're cooking with gas. Move out.
Oh wow, yeah, it doesn't like that. So yeah, sometimes it's not going to give you stellar results, but it's still borderline playable, because it doesn't do that most of the time. I don't know what the hell is going on. Ooh,
Affirmative.
get us some material.
Any material caches you can find. We need that equipment to keep the bugs out of our base.
Now we're cooking with gas. Come on, people.
Yeah, let's capture the cache while we get those stupid things. We don't have any damn...
We have available to strengthen our base defenses.
whatchamacallit, snipers yet. Maybe I can make it now.
Listen up.
Now we're cooking with gas. Now we're cooking with gas.
I'll get you guys.
Now we're cooking with gas.
If we ain't dying, we ain't trying. Fire! Kill him! Let's go.
We're going to need to reinforce those units in the mountains. Call in some radio operators to help out.
Cool, at least they just gave them to me, I guess.
Base is operational, sir.
Sir, affirmative. Yes, sir. Let's go.
Our war support has increased, sir.
Affirmative.
Hell yeah.
Yes, sir. Roger that. Roger that.
I just get that stuff, right? Do I have to like capture that too, or no? I think I just get ownership of it. Hey, screw you guys. Get out of here.
If we ain't dying, we ain't trying. Roger that.
And I think with that, we shall wrap up. Alright guys, that's a wrap for Starship Troopers. And something else I thought I would mention. I gave this like 2 or 3 minutes and it did the same thing on the Allies. It might just be a big picture mode thing for all I know, but every single time I've tried to leave this game on the Windows stuff, it gives me this screen. Like it never goes back. You have to physically come down here. And actually I think, yeah, I always just hit menu, home, go back to it, and it acts like it's still running. So you have to come here and exit it. And then you're good. It'll, you know, upload your game saves to cloud and all that shit and everything is good. But it's just something I noticed. I thought that was a little peculiar. So it is what it is. Not the end of the world, but that's still a little wonky. So I figured it was worth mentioning since it happened on 3 different things and I completely forgot to mention it on the Allies, which I totally meant to. I like to mention when things fuck up. Not just only when they do good, especially computers are not perfect, but neither are consoles and whatnot. I've had lots of stuff happening. In fact, I was just watching somebody last night testing out that Pokemon game and their Switch 2 crashed that shit like 5 or 6 times in the like 2-hour stream that they did. And I was like, wow, that's sad. And I'm not sitting there saying that's even the Switch's fault. That's probably the game being a pile of garbage. Maybe after some updates it'll stop doing that, but they just go show you. You're not even gonna have flawless performance on consoles constantly either. It's all up to the developers. And on PC, there's so many different configurations, it's hard to get good performance. But one thing I would like, and I don't know if it's even possible, is I'd like to get rid of shader compilation altogether and just have games not stutter. I don't know what's so hard about that, but since I'm not a developer, maybe it's insanely hard and completely impossible. And the fact that I even want that is, wow, are you stupid or something? That's not possible. So I don't know. It's just a wish I've had because it wasn't always this bad. Although Unreal Engine, from what I remember, even from 3 had like little stutter issues, but nothing like 5. I'm not saying this uses that at all, I'm just saying. That's one of people's biggest issues. But anyway, that's enough blabbing about shit. It's time to wrap this up so I can go get started on the next system. But I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I sure as hell enjoyed making it for you guys. And until the next video, peace out, guys.